Welcome back, listeners and viewers. We are the Today Show. If you're just tuning in, we are with Karen and Xavier, Oakville local in the Halton region, here on your TV, as well as the social media platforms and Roku and around the world. But definitely, predominantly Halton region Today Show. And I am Unstoppable Tracy Schmidt, proud student of Karen and Xavier, who is now the founder of Able Sail Toronto and the founder of many solutions and inventions continuously, past, present, and future, for sailors with disabilities that ultimately transfers into not only the sailors with disabilities lives, everyday life, but also some of our staff's lives. There's so many stories to tell in this last segment. Welcome, Karen and Xavier. Thank you for joining us today. So, before we disappear at the end of the show, can you tell us a little bit about Able Sail Toronto and how sailors in the Halton region, or new folks new to their disability, or their family members or staff, how can we get involved in Able Sail?
Able Sail Toronto is located in Toronto on the western part of the harborfront area near the island airport.
Very
And
good.
the body of water that is where we do the sailing is called Humber Bay.
So pretty.
And Humber Bay is a bay of Lake Ontario, which gives you, when you're out on the water, you have a wonderful view of the city of Toronto from the western side, but also you can see all the way to Oakville and Mississauga and Hamilton if you have a clear day. And
Woo!
the freedom for people to be out in the open water is they feel more free. There are less restrictions because you're not enclosed by land as much. So there is a really good sense of being out in nature, more so than if you're restricted in a smaller area.
It's funny, recreation therapists call it flow. And when I'm on the water, I am not thinking of somebody who wouldn't open the door for me because they're afraid, as a person with a disability, I have COVID. And I'm not thinking about, oh, I burnt my lip on a pan because I was struggling with the stove, and I'm not thinking about finances or the laundry I've got to do. I just completely get absorbed in the moment, and I'm no longer, not that I'm proud of having a disability and I was born exactly the way I was meant to be, but it's not relevant. It's not, no one's staring, it's not an adaptation. I'm in the water, I'm on the water, and I am fully absorbed in the moment, thanks to Karen and Xavier. Yeah.
Mhm.
I didn't mean to cut you off, but I just really wanted to celebrate that feeling that you were describing.
Well, the word flow is a great word to describe sailing because you've got the flow of the water and the flow of the wind,
Oh,
and you are really out in nature. It's quiet and peaceful. The experiences for me is the same experience that so many of the other sailors enjoy,
yeah.
being out of your equipment and free of your equipment to just be in the boat and feel that experience is very healing and therapeutic, mentally as well as physically.
And sometimes I can't tell if the program is for people with disabilities or for your volunteers that are part of the program. Like, everybody just wants to be around and is laughing. Do you want to talk about, like, how do they find you? How can they just visit and give a try? What are some of your thoughts that you want to be sure listeners hear before we say goodbye?
During the summertime, the program runs from the last week of May to the end of August. So anybody is welcome to come down and see the program operating at National Yacht Club, which is One Stadium Road in Toronto. And also, you can contact us through our website, ablesailtoronto.com. You can email us. You can email me at Karen Ann, that's all one word, KarenAnn, at ablesailtoronto.com.
Nice and
There,
easy. ablesailtoronto.com.
that's right. We will be operating this year. For the past 2 years, we were off because of COVID. We have a dock, a floating dock, which is on the water right by the clubhouse building. So from the clubhouse, actually from the top deck of the clubhouse, you can see the dock and you can watch and see how we operate, how we transfer people onto the sailboats and seeing them go off and sail. So you can actually watch and see and decide if you want to participate. For family members that are there with their family member who is a member of the program, they can sit at the top deck and they can actually watch them out on the water because they have a full view of the bay. So that is also something that where you can relax and have some downtime and have a cup of tea or coffee and watch your family members sailing, in particular people that have kids that have physical disabilities, because we have youth sailing as well in Able Sail.
All ages. And people participate in unusual ways. Some are sailing volunteers, some are participating in the program, some love to help because the boats need to be cleaned or repaired or sometimes towed somewhere. Maybe you've got a vehicle with a tow ball. And I understand, like, even some of your neighbors donate lamps, like just any
That's
people
right.
want to be part of the program in some way, and then that money gets used to either fundraise or support the decoration of some of the sailors' homes.
We've had actually our neighbor, their son is one of the staff people that we've had at Able Sail Toronto. Every summer we hire youth from the community to work at Able Sail Toronto, and this year we're hiring 4 staff. And these are people, young people that enjoy sailing, that are below the age of 25, and that want to share that experience in a paying job with people
Okay.
with disabilities. And
And
last year, so 2021, we had Sam who joined us, and he worked on a lot of the assistive equipment and the concepts of how we would manage that, all of our processes and programming for the adaptations. And he'll be working with us again in 2022.
and so many of these youth from the past and present, they go on to careers in engineering or working with people with disabilities or OT.
That's right. We've had one of our staff who was unsure about what career path that she was going to take. After her experience with us, decided to go into occupational therapy and went to McMaster to study occupational therapy as a result of her experience with us. Also, one of our main volunteers who was making a career change and didn't know which direction he was going to go in. After his experience of that first summer working with us, decided to go into occupational therapy and actually went to McMaster as well. So the two of them were actually going to McMaster at the same time, age differential, same program.
Look at that. Well, Karen Ann, it has been such a pleasure, such a delight to be reminded of. I even though it's the middle of winter for all of us listening and watching that are in northern part of North America and Halton region in particular, it's nice to dream of the warmer days and the warm breeze on our face. I could almost feel myself in the boat listening to you and reminding us about, continuously improving, and everything can be made. It might work, but we can make it better and better every day in everything that we do. And that you're aware of programs right across Canada. If people are tuning in from somewhere else, reach out to Karen Ann and she can tell you your closest program. And we are west side, we're near the Halton side with her particular program, Able Sail Toronto, but there's also Burlington and Hamilton, and she can let you know what's out there and available, which is great. And we want to expand sailing, and we want everybody to expand their recreational opportunities because of the fulfillment is just times 10 on quality of life. Let's experience that beautiful flow all around. So thank you for tuning in. Can you please tell our listeners one more time the website of how, and on that website they'll be able to find you?
Yes, ablesailtoronto.com is the website. And you can also find us on Facebook and on Twitter. With we have a Facebook page and a Facebook group, as well as our Twitter feed. The organization, the phone number is on the website as well. My
Great.
email address is Karen Ann, KarenAnn at ablesailtoronto.com. You can reach out to get hold of me and ask any questions. We'll be happy to answer those. And if it's with regards to becoming a member, you can do an application on the website. If you're interested in volunteering, then you can also fill in the application, and we do pretty extensive volunteer training, so you will be well equipped and well prepared to help out, and it's a lot of fun. So
Yeah.
from participating and becoming part of the community, you will have a great time.
Karen Ann, thank you so much for education, for a laugh, for your time. And listeners, thanks for tuning in on the Today Show with Karen Ann Xavier from Able Sail Toronto, a Halton local Oakville dweller, and Unstoppable Tracy Schmidt on the Today Show on the Disability Channel on your TV. Please tune in every week. Around the world, we've got New York Today Show, we've got LA Today Show coming up, and you're with us, the Legacy Show, the Today Show Halton region. Take care, everybody. Bye for now. Thank you, Karen Ann.
Thank you, Tracy.